Okay, so today we're going to learn more about fractions on a number line, but first we're going to review how to see fractions. Okay, so here we see a half, and you've seen this before, but look at the number line in particular. Okay, Sophia, put it away if you're not going to be able to listen. Okay, so we're looking at the number line, and we're also looking at the shapes. And that makes sense to us because it's a half of all those shapes, and it's a half of the number line between 0 and 1. Okay? So let's look at a few fractions also to go with. Here we go. We're going to help Brandon find one hole on the number line. Then he can go find a shoelace long enough for his new sneakers. Okay, guys, where is one hole on this number line? Who would like to come up and show me? Or you actually could tell me, but yeah, let's just say A, B, or C. Tell me A, B, or C. Where is one hole on this number line? Okay, you're not drawing on your whiteboards unless you're writing down the letter if you want. If you're participating, fine. Natalie, where's one hole? Is it A, B, or C? She's correct. 2 halves equal a whole. So she sees the 2 halves, and at the end of the 2 halves, right here, we have one hole. That is our answer. Good job. Help builder John find a half on the number line. Where is a half on the number line? Where is a half on the number line? Really look where 0 and 1 is on the number line. Start by looking at that. Then look at the fraction bars. Where do you think a half is, Jada? Is it A, B, or C? She's got it. It's halfway between 0 and 1. It is B. Nice job. Thirds. When talking about thirds, we have 3 parts to the whole number. So our number lines are going to be divided into 3 parts. Notice that there's only 2 lines, though, in the middle between 0 and 1 to make thirds. So when you're making these in your homework next week, because you will, you have to know how many lines to put in the bar to get a third. 2 lines give you a third. Okay, so help Susie read 2/3 on the number line so she can let her crew know where to make good cuts on the foam boards. Where's 2/3? Okay, can you show me on your whiteboard? Can you show me on your whiteboard where you think 2/3 is? A or B? I gave you 2 choices. You got a 50-50 chance. Shh. All right, if you said B, you were correct because just like we've done before, you have 1, 2, 3 spaces, and you went 1, 2, which would be B. Okay? So that's how your brain needs to be looking at the number line. All right. Good work. It was B. All right. Next. Aiden is a carpenter who needs to measure 1 2/3 on the number line. Ooh, this is going to apply what you learned yesterday. This will help him place the piece of wood on his door frame. A or B? Write it down. A or B? Write it down. Aiden needs to get 1 2/3 on the number line.
After you get the answer on top,
Okay, guys, look. There's 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. That gives me 1. And 1 2/3. You should say B. Oh, it says A. Oh, that's not right. We got to change that. It's supposed to be B. Hold on. Let's go back.
Look at what I did to my
Yeah, it should say B. It is B. It's not A. Okay, here we go. And fourths. Let's talk fourths. Now we have 3 lines cut apart to make a hole. To make up the hole, you would have had to divide it out into 3 lines to get each part of a fourth. You can see the 4 parts here and here, also represented in area models. But let's go back to the number line and try to apply what we know. Help Techie Tim find 1/4 on the number line so he can cut his cable cord correctly. Where is 1/4? This might feel easy to you because we did this a lot in the beginning of the week. All right, what is it, Colin? A, B, or C? It is actually C. B is going to give me, look at. B is going to give me 1/2. Okay, now what confuses you? I said A. What did I say? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It's A. It's A. Thank you. A. Okay. Now, Aaron is a robotic welder. He finds 1 3/4 on the number line to cut a piece of steel. He needs to find 1 3/4 on the number line to cut a piece of steel. Where is 1 3/4? Do you think it's A? No, that's not even to 1 yet. But now, is it B or C?
It's C.
Okay, let's see. Yay! Good job. All right, let's talk sixth. Sixth. Okay? 6 parts to the whole. How many slashes do we need to get 6 parts on our line? 5. Good. 6 is represented here. 1 6, 2 6, 3 6. You got 6 6 and 6 6 here. Let's apply it to our number line. Chris needs help finding a book spine with a width of 1/6. Can you find it on the number line? Oh, simple. We'll use the word simple. I know. Brody, what is it? Brody thinks B. It's A. Brody, if I said B, Brody, I would be doing this. I'd be going 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, what's making you think that? Are you going backwards with it, like from 1 this way? Okay, so always start at 0. Okay? All right, let's try this one. Help Brian find 2 6 on the number line. He wants to cut some paper strips for his class. Now this is tricky because the number line is broken into thirds, but the fraction bar is giving you 6th, so it might throw you off a little bit. All right, here's your answer. A. All right, so friends, you know what that means? 1/3 is the same as 2 6. That's what that means. And 8ths. We're going to go into 8ths. 1/8. And it says, help Malaya find 6/8 on the number line so she can put her cabinets together. 6 of these guys. 1 2 3 4 5. It should be C. Good. All right. Help James out. He needs to find 3/8 on the number line to make a proper cut for his glass window. Here we go. 1 2 3. It should be A. All right. Let's review. A unit fraction is a fraction with a numerator of 1, and it represents 1 part of the whole. So it looks something like this. It'd be 1 part of your whole. Okay? Now, we're going to locate some unit fractions, and I'm going to give you 3 number lines, and you have to tell me, is it A, B, or C? Now, the tricky part is you need to count the spaces to equal the bottom number to figure out which one's correct. So let me model the first one for you. So if I was choosing this, I'm looking for 9 spaces. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually got more than this one. It's not B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is C. Okay, so try the next one. Count the bottoms. Make sure you know which one represents 1 fit. Don't blurt. Don't blurt. Write the letter on your board. Don't blurt. Write the number on your board. Okay. Did you say C?
Yeah.
Good job. Let's try another one. Okay. 1/8. Which one shows 1/8? Even Mr. Hookster's counting them. I can see it in his head. Oh, I got some mixed answers. A and B. A and B look pretty closely the same. So let's see. It's A. All right. Let's try this one. 1/3. Which one shows you 1/3 on the number line? 1/3. Which one shows you 1/3? You guys are getting good at this. Try again, Regan. That's 1/2. It is A. All right, so the next thing is a fraction worksheet. So I'm going to give you a worksheet today where you're going to identify fractions on the number line, and you're going to identify fractions that are less than 1 and identify fractions that are more than 1. And you're going to work with somebody in your group and talk about it. Don't just give each other the answers. Luke, you guys have seen how I've modeled getting the answer, right? So if you have a friend that's struggling, don't just give them the answer. Say, remember how Mrs. Cucci taught you how to do this? Practice it this way. Okay. So if you're an expert on this, you could be a helper around the room for those that are struggling. All right, let's give it a try. I need Elise to wash your hands and grab the papers.
Our group is unequal.